So good morning. I just wanted to come and do maybe a little bit more formal video about the bariatric surgery route for weight loss. This is a disclaimer that either way you go, whether you go the organic route and losing weight without the surgery option or the surgery option, there are going to be lifelong commitments. Um, Bariatric surgery is not the easy way out. Never let anyone tell you that. It is extremely hard. Just like losing weight organically and keeping it off and just being healthy in general is going to be a lifestyle change. It's going to have to be depending upon your drive and your determination, as to whether or not you're successful in anything we do in life, right? So don't let nobody tell you that it's the easy way out. And I don't want you, if you are considering the surgery, to think that it is the easy way out, because it's not. So there's different types of bariatric surgeries, and depending upon your insurance company, they have different types of guidelines and um, requirements before they will give approvals. If you are a patient pay, which if you have the money to do that, you can choose whichever surgery you would like according to your medical history. But I've had two of them. I'm just going to tell you which ones are out there. And like I said, depending upon insurance, depending on your medical history, depending on your BMI, there's differences in what will be approved medically for insurance, and what's best for the person that would need that type of surgery. So for the gastric bypass, that is where they basically reroute your intestines and they create a small pouch, a very small pouch. The gastric sleeve, they are not rerouting your intestines. However, they do make a small pouch that's almost shaped like a banana, a small banana. It's shaped like a banana. Not the size of the banana, but it's a smaller pouch, but it's shaped like that. You also have what's called the DS surgery, or it's either duodenal switch or duodenal switch. I don't know the correct pronunciation of that, but the DS surgery is what I'm gonna call it. But it's duodenal, Duodenal switch, SWITCH. But this particular surgery is for someone that is excessively morbidly obese. Like you need to, like I'm talking about 400 plus, 350 plus, and you need to lose a large amount of weight. You will lose it very, very fast. The I don't know anatomically how that works, but I do know that it's very different, and it's also called a revision surgery if you've already had the gastric bypass route or the sleeve. The revision surgery would be the DS surgery. Then you have things like the lap band. There are insurance carriers that do not pay for that anymore. There was not great success as far as retention, like of people being successful with their weight loss. They've gained it back plus more. Same situation with the gastric bypass. People are gaining their weight back. Same thing with gastric sleeve. People are gaining their weight back. It will probably be very difficult for someone to gain weight like that, to go back from, like, if you were like 400 and you had DS surgery and then you go back to 400. I don't even know how you would do that, but I'm not saying that it can't be done. I just haven't heard anyone, I haven't read anything about that happening. But the other surgeries is a possibility. I think they have another surgery where there's actually a balloon that you would actually swallow, that's not invasive, that would actually be a balloon to swallow, and they will, I think they inject like water or saline or something in it, and it basically just goes into your stomach and it just takes up room. So you're not able to put that much food in your stomach. So those are the few that I know about. I've had, like I said, I had the gastric bypass. I had that when I was 30 years old, I believe. So that was in 2020, 2000. No, 2011. 2010. Sorry, I'm 2010. I had gastric bypass. I was 380 when I went in. However, when I started the process, I was 380, I believe. Prior to the surgery, it was a. I didn't really have a waiting period with my insurance, but I had to. There's classes you have to attend. There is a mental health evaluation. If y'all hear screaming, that's my child. There's a mental health evaluation you have to go through and pass. You have to um, show them that you can lose weight and maintain it. You have to show them proof that you have your supplements. You have to have proof that you have your nutritional shakes prior to surgery. So there's a lot of different things you have to check off as requirements prior to getting an approval. But anyway, I had that surgery in 2010. I went in at 380. Day of surgery, I was 360. So I had lost 20 pounds. They also do that, depending upon your BMI, to shrink your liver and to also reduce the fat around your organs. That way that limits complications during the surgery, and it helps your blood chemistry. It lowers your sugars and blood pressure. It does all those type of things. So they do want you to lose weight, not just to see if you can lose the weight and keep it off, but to also for health benefits, for surgery, and for recovery. So I did that. I had the surgery, like I said, 2010, and from 360 I got down to my lowest was 212, and that was in 2012. So if you're looking at 2 years, I had lost quite a bit of weight. So yeah. So that's the gastric bypass. I've had friends that had the gastric sleeve that they also lost about 100 pounds. However, both of us, the people that I've known and myself, I gained my weight back. 2012, I got married in 2013. I was 230 pounds on the day of my wedding, and then next month I got pregnant. I did not really gain that much weight during my pregnancy. I think I might have gained maybe 30 pounds. So you're looking at about 260. When I breastfed, I breastfed for like 6 weeks, and my weight went down to 240. And when I stopped breastfeeding, my weight came back on. Went through separation, went through divorce. So between 2013 and 2020, I had gained over 120 pounds. So I was back at 350 and miserable. Come back for part 2. What did I do next?